Metro Detroit golfers, it's Tuesday. I'm Chad.
And I'm Ben.
We are here with the Tuesday tip of the week, and this week we're going to talk about tips in general. So everybody in golf loves tips, man. Tips. So we would be curious to know is what is the best tip that you've ever received? So if you leave some comments below, let us know what the best tip ever is. And then Ben, we'd like to know, in your golf career, man, what is the very best tip that you've ever received?
Very best tip I've ever received was to stop breaking my swing up into pieces. The golf swing is actually meant to be whole. So one of the things that really helped me through the years is understand, what the heck is going wrong when things start to break down out there. So what I used to do is I used to think that there was some part of my swing that was breaking down while I was playing. But what I quickly learned from a gentleman named Steven Yellen, he had said, listen, your swing isn't breaking down. That's impossible. The reason that you feel your swing is breaking down is because you're trying to break it up into bits and pieces. You're thinking excessively. And when you think excessively, it delays the signal being sent to your muscles. And that's what's causing the swing to break down, not that physically my swing was breaking down.
So the best tip ever, keep it whole, keep it smooth, yeah?
When you're thinking, you're stinking.
How old were you? How many years had you tried to break your swing down, and what were the results you were getting when you were doing that?
It went in waves. So when I was a kid, there was very minimal thinking. I would go out and I would just play for the pure enjoyment of the game. I'd go out there, just hit C-shot, hit shot. And then once I got to a certain level and I was trying to play professionally, I thought that I needed more instruction. I thought that I needed my swing broken down. And wow, that was quite an experiment. It was costly. The swing actually got way worse before it got better. So I went from playing really good golf to playing very poorly. So then it took me, another 5 or 6 years to undo that.
to unmess yourself. All right. Okay, so keep it whole, not breaking it apart. Was the best tip that you'd ever
That
got.
was the best tip I've ever received. What about you, man?
I tell you what, when I was younger, I spent a lot of time putting. Didn't have a lot of money to go, play a lot of golf or hit a lot of balls, so I spent tons of time putting. Greg Norman was my favorite player, and then Nick Faldo was his, basically number one competitor. But Nick Faldo had a tip where when he talked about putting, he talked about the idea of trying to square the putter blade in the hole. So I remember going to the putting green and practicing on this from 2 to 3 feet, and I remember getting better fast. And then I think to this day, I still putt pretty decently because it's just basic ideas like that really helped me to understand what I was trying to do with the putter face.
That putter blade is pretty important. From what we understand, it controls over 90% of the ball's launch direction when you putt. So if you don't have control of the face, good luck out there.
Yeah, so I think it's one of those lucky things that unbeknownst to me is with Nick Faldo and what I was trying to do, I was really focused on the face relative to the target, right? So I didn't get caught up. We see a lot of folks get caught up in the path and this technique versus that technique versus what you had just talked about. The face is the main thing. So I think that was probably lucky that I took that to heart from Nick Faldo and went and took action on it a lot. So that was the best tip that I've ever received.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, appreciate you. Sorry, Nick. Okay, so we want to know what's the best tip. Maybe you can help us to help our people here at Golf Leadership Academy or anybody else in the Metro Detroit golfer. If they take your tip and take it to their game, it could help them on this Tuesday. So we thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next time.